Berkey and welcome to Uprising 144K. I'm Hydrogen Man. So guys, I've been having a lot of people asking about questions about a product called the ultrastream, and people have been asking me to really make a video about this. I'm like, okay, finally I did some research on this, and I've known about this product. I just never really made a video about it. Basically guys, if I'm gonna do a comparison for like my favorite machine, which you guys must know is the Lourdes Hydrofix, the 2018 model, though apparently they have a 2019 model that is just coming out and it's even better, but I'm doing a comparison with ultimately the 2018. They're very similar to the 2019 model. And then the ultrastream. So the good news on both of the machines is that neither one of them electrolyze the water. So that's one good thing for both of them. Now, ultimately, you know, if you guys just want the simple answer, I mean, it really is no contest. And let me really go into the details as of why. So the ultrastream is basically making hydrogen water through like a chemical reaction, very similar to hydrogen pills, hydrogen sticks. And it's basically doing it that way. So that's the way that it makes the hydrogen water. Now, the Hydrofix obviously makes it in a very innovative way where, and you know, the other good thing I guess I should say about the ultrastream is that it's not gonna be leaching metal into your water. So I mean, those things are good. I guess the ultimate problem with the ultrastream, like as far as hydrogen production, you know, it makes a decent amount. I believe it's around 1.0 ppm. Hydrofix is between 1.2 to 1.5 to even 1.6, and I think it's like 1.62 or something like that with this new premium model that is apparently coming out. Now, so as far as hydrogen production, they're pretty close. But the biggest problem also is the ultrastream doesn't offer inhalation, so that's kind of one bad thing about it where the Hydrofix obviously does. But the biggest issues with the ultrastream is the way that it's making hydrogen. I mean, you have to put these cartridges, it's using again that chemical reaction where they use magnesium. And the fundamental problem with that is, first of all, I don't want to be ingesting that type of magnesium. I want magnesium coming from my food, from natural sources. I've seen a lot of negative things with these types of magnesiums from straining on the kidneys. It's not even good for your liver. I've seen really bad liver numbers from people who have used things like hydrogen pills and making hydrogen in that regard. Not a really good idea. The other issue is also the price of running this device. Now, if I were to make the amount of hydrogen water that I typically make on a daily basis, I was calculating, I believe there are cartridges that you have to keep buying for this thing, and I think they're about $250. I'd be having to replace mine like every 2 or 3 months roughly, and I think that would be about $1,000 a year to run such a device. That is just insane in my book. Whereas the Hydrofix, it's super cheap to run. You change this, what's called a DI filter, once a year and they're like 49 bucks. It's so much cheaper. So literally within about 1 year's time, the price would be about the same. And again, the ultrastream doesn't offer inhalation, whereas the Hydrofix does. So, you know, I definitely want to be having my inhalation because of the way that it affects the brain, the eyes, the sinuses, the lungs, the heart, the spinal fluid. I mean, I do want to get my inhalation, but I also want the hydrogen water, and I want to be able to make as much of it as I want in a very safe manner too. They say that the ultrastream is safe for children. I would be a little cautious about that because I've seen these types of ingredients where it literally says you should not be giving it to pregnant women or children, and it also changes the pH, makes the water alkaline in a way that I don't really like. There's different ways to make water alkaline, but that's one of the ways that I definitely do not agree with, so it's a bad idea. They even tell you don't drink this type of water when you're eating food because of what it can do to your stomach acids. And again, bad idea. I like something that is pH neutral. This is what the Japanese have discovered. pH neutral is where it's at, guys. You don't want something manipulating your pH of your water. So that's some of the other interesting information. The other, probably the big problem with the ultrastream, I mean, even if I had one for free, I wouldn't even drink it because the other issue with the ultrastream is that these types of ingredients that they're using are actually used in laxatives. And that's a big problem because it does have an effect on your colon in the long term. And if your colon gets used to such ingredients, when you get off of it, your body will actually have a hard time basically having bowel movements on its own. So it's almost like you're training it to not have to work on its own. That's a bad idea in my book. The other issue is they say, oh, it's filtering the water. This is going to be really, really great. But the quality of the filtration is not very good. I mean, I think I read something like 70% of the fluoride is all it eliminates. I don't want 70% of the fluoride eliminated. I want 100% of it eliminated. Now, granted, the Hydrofix is not a water filter. I distill my water and I remineralize it, and I have links below for how I do that if you guys are interested, because it is really important. I'm really picky about my water. So maybe that's one of the issues here, is that I'm just so picky about my water. I want it to be really, really clean before I even put any hydrogen in it. So again, that would be, for me, that would be an issue. And I think that's it. Let me see if I wrote anything else down. I think that's really about it. I mean, I hope that kind of, really clarifies it for you guys, because a lot of people had questions about this device. They've asked me a long time ago, and typically I just write emails to you guys, but I thought this would just be so much easier to just finally do a video on it and explain to you guys some of the differences. So I hope that this helped out. If it did, as usual, give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to hit that notification button, because I got so many videos that are going to be coming your way. I've got so many ideas, and I have a huge list, and I got to get to it. So don't forget to do that, and don't forget to share if you think people out there will find this information helpful. And that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time on the next video.
Uprising of the spirits.
Being put through here.
Can you hear it? It's the children who come to mind.